Now, this is breaking news from the WCCO Live Desk on CBS News Minnesota.
Good morning, I'm Maria Lizignoli. It's 11 o'clock live in the WCCO newsroom. Breaking news just into the newsroom in the last 2 hours. The Minnesota Democratic Senator Tina Smith just announced she will not run for re-election in 2026. Esme Murphy has been following Senator Smith's career over the years, and she's going to join me in about a half an hour to break down what her decision means for Minnesota and the United States Senate. More breaking news. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers is done in New York. Take a look at this. The Jets have told the four-time MVP they're moving forward without them, releasing this tweet just 44 minutes ago with a picture of a helmet just saying, "We have informed Aaron Rodgers that we'll be moving in a different direction at quarterback." Yeah. And they also came out with a statement here saying they shared with Aaron Rodgers last week their intention, and then a third tweet with a picture of him: "For everything you've given us the past 2 years, thank you." Now, it's possible Aaron Rodgers has played his last snap in the NFL. It's unclear if he wants to play next year or even at this point if another team will want him as a starter. Our Mike Max is going to be breaking this all down later today in sports. Today, lawmakers at the state capitol will take up sports betting yet again. A proposal under consideration would allow some bets at the state's tribal casinos and online through mobile apps. Now, one key safety feature that's new this year is a 3-hour delay on accounts. This means you wouldn't be able to access or place any bets until 3 hours after money is deposited. Gambling revenues would go to youth sports and activities, local charities, and work to attract sports events to the state. Minnesota is the only state in our region where sports betting is not legal. The committee discusses these proposals at 12:30 today. Okay, this is wild. In kind of just the last hour or so, we've learned that 1 million Igloo coolers have been recalled over concerns of potential amputations. Let me take you to the website to show you exactly what they're recalling. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, this recall involves Igloo 90-quart flip and tow rolling coolers that were manufactured prior to January 2024. Here's what they look like. Now, officials say consumers should immediately stop using the recalled coolers and contact Igloo for a free replacement handle. Okay, so it's something with the handle. The firm also received 12 reports of fingertip injuries, including fingertip amputations, bone fractures, and lacerations. The date of the manufacture is imprinted on the bottom of the cooler in a circular pattern with an arrow pointing to the month. New this morning, the Salvation Army has announced that their 7 Metro service centers will again be open as warming centers. They'll be open during regular business hours this week for those needing respite from this frigid cold that we've been experiencing. The Salvation Army's Harbor Light Emergency Shelter has also made an additional 40 beds available for the entire months of January and February now. They're also activating any other nights. They're also activated on nights when wind chills are expected to approach 0 degrees or lower, which there is a potential for tonight. So let's check in with next weather meteorologist Joseph Dames for our forecast.
Hey, good morning to everyone. Maria, what's coming up now? What's coming up next? And what's just coming up? We have a lot to discuss. I want to get to the full forecast here, all right? For today, what you can expect right now is going to be the cold and the sunshine, all right? High pressure's in place, not a lot of cloud coverage. It's going to be nice if you can get by a window, enjoy the sunshine, but maybe be inside still where it's warm, okay? Today's a great day to just grab a book and read that by the window. Next, what's coming up next? The snow, all right? Valentine's Day. Big day tomorrow. I know a lot of people are going to get out, a lot of reservations, a lot of things like that. Be ready for some snowfall in the afternoon and evening time hours. I'm going to help you out with that here in just 1 second. What's coming up in the extended forecast? More Arctic air. Yeah, it's going to stay cold out there. We got a little bit of snowfall for our Wednesday. That system was south of us, but it clipped us, and it brought some snow in southeast Minnesota, and we saw 0.1 inches here at MSP. Wasn't much, right? But enough to add to the total. 4.5 now for the month. Dry today. I'm not expecting anything in this box, but tomorrow I am anticipating another blue box with a couple inches of snowfall potentially. Watch the forecast. I'll zoom through the rest of today. You'll see some clouds building up north, mainly north of 94. Those clear out through the overnight. Then we wake up tomorrow morning to thicker cloud coverage and temperatures slightly warmer. All right. Definitely warmer by the afternoon. As we get to that warmer air, we'll have a little more moisture associated with it. We'll get some forcing, some sort of mechanism to kind of kickstart the system, right? And that's going to happen as we get into the afternoon. Expect snow showers starting up, intensifying through the evening and nighttime hours, specifically western Wisconsin down to southeast Minnesota is likely going to see the heaviest snowfall. And it starts to kind of taper off as we go into the late time hours. And then it's fully out of here by the time we head into Saturday morning. Saturday stays pretty warm. It's pretty cloudy with maybe some passing flurries. And I think that may continue into Sunday morning as well. Why don't we discuss the snow totals? All right, I'm going to show you one of the weather maps as we go through our forecast Friday night into Saturday morning. About 2-3 inches by the time we get to 10 p.m. there. And we'll probably throw even a little more on top of that by the time we get to midnight. Okay, so that was one model. I was showing you pretty much this model right here. Look at some of the other models, though. They're showing totals that might be a little bit higher. 3 inches, up to 5 inches, 1 up to 6 inches, all right? I think it's a safe bet 1 to 3. And then maybe we'll start seeing about 3.5 to 4 inches in some of the locations that are a little bit higher. Not sold on 6 inches at this point in time. Maybe some isolated spots about 5, but I still think about 1 to 3.5. And then we'll see about some of those higher totals around the area. Because of the timing and because of the totals, we have a next drive alert now, Maria, for Friday evening. Snow and snow-covered roads are expected. So if you have a date, you have a reservation, and you're going to be out and about, dress for snow, get ready for slower conditions. 21 Saturday, Sunday 6, 3 on Monday, Tuesday 7, and Wednesday 9. Maria, the cold air sets in to wrap up the weekend and to start next week.
All right, Joseph, thank you. Now to Southern California, where residents are still recovering from wildfires that turned vibrant communities into rubble. Now they're facing even more extremes. This right here is why. You can see on this weather map, the entire area is soon to be hit by one of the worst winter storms in almost a year. It's stoking fears of life-threatening debris flows and mudslides in fire-scarred areas in and around Los Angeles.
The whole hillside behind me has been denuded from the fire, and it already slid a little bit, and now we're preparing that it's going to slide a whole bunch more.
LA County officials are urging those in potential mudslide zones to reach out so crews can assess their risk and install temporary debris flow barriers before the storm hits. Evacuation orders have been issued in high-risk areas. All right, I want to bring it back to Minnesota right now and take a look at some of the sports stories that we're following today. So here's Mike Max.
The Minnesota Timberwolves squandered an opportunity last night to pick up some ground by losing to the Milwaukee Bucks without Giannis out with injury, 103-101. Anthony Edwards missed a possible game-winning shot at the end of it. They play tonight again against Oklahoma City, one of the best teams in the West. And then they're off for the All-Star break. The Wolves looking for one more win before 8 days off, except for Anthony Edwards, who will participate in the All-Star game. Gopher basketball team, women's basketball team plays tonight against Ohio State. That's another top 20 matchup, and the head coach is very aware of what that means.
I mean, they provide so many different challenges for us. It's going to be really important that we're really connected, like we have to be. Otherwise, we're not in a position where we can, and not many teams are, just lock them down one-on-one. That's really hard.
The Four Nations hockey tournament is here, and it looks like it will be pretty good. Last night, Canada wins in overtime 4-3 over Sweden. Philip Gustafsson from the Wild, the goalie of record, gave up the game-winning goal. Joel Eriksson X from the Wild had a goal to tie it at 3 apiece. Tonight, USA against Finland. Bill Guerin, the Wild GM, is the GM for Team USA. Much more coming up tonight at 6 and 10 on WCCO TV. For CBS News This Morning Minnesota, I'm Mike Max with your sports update.
A popular tradition kicks off this weekend at the Science Museum of Minnesota. It's called Omnifest. For almost 30 years, the event has taken Minnesotans into the wild wonders of our planet and deeper into the world of sciences. Don't miss the movies showing at this year's Omnifest at the Science Museum of Minnesota. You have from this Friday through April 13th. You'll find more information on the movies and how to reserve tickets on the museum's website. A local brewery is hosting a Dating with Dogs event for Valentine's Day tomorrow. Pauline Lee was at Forgotten Star Brewing Company in Fridley this morning and has everything that you need to know.
Whether you're in a relationship, you're looking for a date night, this is the place to be. If you're single, ready to mingle, both in human form, or maybe you're looking for a pet, maybe this is the place for you too. Either way, if you love dogs, hey, come on out here tomorrow night. We've got Brittany here with Rough Start Rescue. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for waking up with us. Who do we have here?
We have Pearlescent Moon. She is one of our foster dogs, so she is looking for love this Valentine's.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit about Pearl. What's her favorite dog date night?
Sure, she loves fetch. So if you are one that likes to be interactive with your dog, if you keep throwing the ball, she will keep going and fetching it and bringing it back for you. So she would love a long time of fetch and then some relaxing on the couch. She loves to cuddle along with some treats. So maybe you want to pick up some Must Be Rough dog treats at the event tomorrow.
Yes.
And spoil her for Valentine's.
Love that. Well, let's talk about the event tomorrow because she's going to be here. But this is a fun way, no matter what relationship type you are in or if you're looking for love, it's just a fun way to get out, be with other dog lovers.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, what better way to break the ice than with your dog?
Yes.
So come, whether you have a dog or just you're an animal lover, come join us. You can be single, you can be in a relationship. Great girls' night out.
Yeah.
We'll be here from 5 to 8 at Forgotten Star for Dating with Dogs.
Now, we have a lot more fun things here on the table. A lot of fun treats. Vendors are going to be here. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so when you come in, you can check in and get a wristband. There's different colors based on your relationship status, so other people know maybe if you're looking for love or if you're in a committed relationship. We also will have these, they're called Teddy Grams. They're actually a dog toy, but you know, kids love them too. And it has a Valentine on there, so you can write to or from and give those away. We also will have pup cups for your pup.
Oh, love that.
Yes, a photo booth. Tammy Taylor Photography, professional photographers going to be here taking new profile pictures. Maybe you need a new dating profile. You can get that as well.
Pearl's just saying that you need to come tomorrow from 5 to 8 here at Forgotten Star. Right, Pearl?
Yes, we also have Twin Cities caricatures on site doing caricatures. So you can order them online ahead of time just for pickup at the event or get it done here.
Awesome. Hey, Pearl. Pearl. Oh, good girl. And you can meet Pearl, too. So 5 to 8 tomorrow night. Ladies, come on out. If you're dog lovers, you can meet Pearl. You can also meet a lot of other dog lovers, good people in the community. Just hang out for Valentine's Day.